Hello folks. So I'm about 6 or 7 hours late making this video, and the major reason for that is because I am still sick. Sicker today than I was yesterday, actually. The throat thing is cleared up, but the infection seems to have moved up to my sinuses and now feels like it's draining. So I'm feeling pretty weak, pretty sore. Spent pretty much the entire night tossing and turning trying to get comfortable. But I mean, I made a commitment to make videos, so while I'm sure there are very few people actually watching this, let me just turn that camera a little bit less than that. Come on, there we go. As I said, while I'm sure there are very few people actually watching this, I'm the one who made the commitment, so it matters to me. Yeah, I'm going to be more out of breath than usual today. It's been a struggle to stay functional, mentally and physically, the last day or so. I don't get sick like this very often. In fact, the last time I got ill like this was a little more than 2.5 years ago during my course in cabinet making, which would have been early December, late November 2019. Yeah, that's pretty much what I suspect I had at the time, because I haven't been that sick in over 30 years, and I haven't been this sick since then. Now, to be fair, I'm nowhere near as sick as I was then, either time that I'm referencing, but it's not a lot of fun. So now, in the States, and I think for the most part in the rest of Canada, there is usually a delineation between a cold and a flu. Now, what I figure I had was a throat infection that became a sinus infection and an ear infection. The ear infection, thankfully, didn't last very long. I've been very feverish. I'm relatively sure you could warm your coffee on my forehead at this point, though I would beg you not to try. But with the fever, I very rarely attempt to suppress a fever unless it gets to the point of being very uncomfortable, because fever is part of your immune system's function. By raising your body temperature, it aids in defeating anything infectious, because viruses and bacteria generally want a very narrow window to survive in, especially in a organic body, a mammalian organic body. So I tend to avoid doing anything about fevers, which tends to leave me feeling pretty achy and shitty for a day or so. I suspect if I were doing any sort of regular routine work other than making videos, where I was physically active, much more physically active than I am, and ironically my color is actually far better today than it was yesterday, but if I had been doing actual real world work, I suspect I never would have gotten sick. But I think part of this is the combination of the strain of travel. I really am not a great traveler. I like to do it. I don't necessarily like all the driving, but then there's also the roughly 3 hours spent baking in a car waiting for an appointment that turned out I didn't need to do. So, yeah, hooray for bureaucracy. Anyway, I started to talk about the other parts of Canada. And what that was a preamble to was talking about how in Newfoundland we don't generally differentiate between a cold and a flu. If you have a flu or the flu, it's generally considered the same illness. Now, I know scientifically that's probably wrong, because they're caused by different organisms. At least I think they are. It's not an area I've ever done any deep study of. But oh, I've got big flies in here again. Very big fly. Holy crap. Anyway, if, for example, in, say, the States, someone was described as, oh, he's got a cold. Here in Canada, we just say, oh, he's got the flu. Or here in Newfoundland, at least. Sorry, I shouldn't speak for the rest of Canada. I didn't grow up there. But yeah, an update. I'm up to 45 subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm absolutely floored. I'm thinking about starting a Discord server. I don't know. Again, that's something I'm still English boomering my way through. And as fortunately, I'm not coughing or sneezing as badly. My nose wants to go to Boston and run the friggin' marathon, though. Speaking of, hang on. Yes, I did actually pause the video to blow my nose, mostly because it's somewhat spectacular when I do that. You may have noticed there's some amazingly wide passages at the very end of my nose. I can't get it in tune, but I can blow a rhythm. Anyway, I'm not going to be on this too much longer. This is actually, even just sitting in this fairly comfortable chair, in this fairly comfortable position, is actually doing a number on my back because the muscles are so tight. I've got Tiger Balm here and almost what I could reach of my back, and it's helping, but I really need to get horizontal again. Anyway, yeah, I'm considering doing a Discord. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'm fairly new to the platform still, so it'll be a little while. Oh, that's bright. The sun's reflecting off the siding of the neighbor's house. Anyway, yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're feeling particularly generous, there is a donation link below that will help me with my move to the States. And what else? I am still committed to making up for Thursday's missed video and Saturday's missed live stream. Because the Sultans streamed during my stream, which was a time that I picked arbitrarily, I may very well move my stream to a few hours later. Possibly the early evening of Newfoundland. So that would be 3 to 4 hours later. And run it then. And possibly... You know you have a lot of flies inside when you have a spider up in your window well. Good. I'm a very big fan of spiders. They kill everything I don't like. Get that big wasp that keeps coming in here, would you? Anyway. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot more to talk about. I'm getting close to 10 minutes. I still have plans to keep doing poetry readings. I'm still working on editing, or rather proofreading, the newest story in the, oh goodness, I can't remember exactly how he says it, but my buddy Cass's universe. That's Ghost of Garduna here on YouTube. Garduna for anyone who's wondering. Good music and different music, unusual. Anyway, that's it for me. I am obviously wiped, and I am going back to bed. I am very much a therapeutic rest kind of person, and I think that's probably one of the best things you could possibly do. Hot fluids, lots of water, lots of rest. In any case, this will be posted as soon as it's uploaded, and hopefully I'll get a few more subscribers. Social Blade seems to think I should top 46 today. Or tomorrow, rather, sorry. Um, just for shits and giggles, I happened across, I was looking for what is considered critical mass for YouTube subscribers. I'm not taking that off of there. Why am I thinking of that? And just happened across a Social Blade website, and I thought, I wonder what mine looks like. Surprisingly good. I'm not as far down the rankings as I thought I was. I'm in the top 100,000 of YouTubers. that's wow. Now that said, there's probably an awful lot of people who've created channels and never used them, and would be influencing that number. But hell, you guys are helping me actually get somewhere. So, much love. Speaking of, that's it for me. So take it easy. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.